hello. Welcome back to the Big Fat Psychic channel. I'm so pleased to be reading again for you today. Okie dokie, I'm going to, I can already tell it's going to be a great video, but pretty lengthy. So I'll be breaking it down into sections and yeah, it might, I don't know how many parts, probably around 3, I think. But let's see how we get on. Just look at the looking back and it'll tell you. Or I'll put 1 of 3 or 1 of 2 or, you know, whatever it is. Okay then, so we're going to look at how we fight back without even leaving our house. Okay, so let's just quickly run through what I'm about to discuss now. Data. That AI business needs your data. It can't manufacture it, it can't create it, or it can stay towards it. But, you know, it's data. That's the food. So if you give less data, you're starving it, you know. Not just you, all of us. So let's look at ways where data is, where they're getting it from, you know, what they're feeding off, yeah. And let's have a look. Okay, so is most of this data to do with personal stuff, universe? They're definitely looking at you online, so they're feeding off all that information, all your personal information, sharing your thoughts, having conversations, okay? That is being filtered somewhere. It doesn't disappear. So it's there and they're feeding off it. Now, I'm going to say AI. We've done readings about light workers and what's going on spiritually, but so I don't put you off or anything, I'm just going to say AI. AI is the monster. AI wants to control us. AI, you know, wants to stop you working or going to see someone or driving your car or, you know, and if they really want to do you over, yeah, access to your banks, your health records. I mean, just untold information that we have given. How do we reduce this? By taking ourselves out of it, okay? So don't put that information on. I won't even bother posting your pictures anymore unless they're AI. But, you know, it says remove yourself. So basically, in some countries, you have a right to be forgotten. And in the UK, I think there's something similar. So you can get your information removed. And there'll be other ways as well. I mean, that's mainly going online and doing it. But there are other ways as well. Not clicking marketing stuff. Not downloading your cookies or clearing your history browsing as well. Being careful what you're texting and phone calls, you know, this is all data. They say that you're not being recorded, but you've got about 15 devices in your house that bloody are. Anything with Bluetooth is listening to you. Anything with Wi-Fi is listening to you. I mean, that Echo Dot, oh my God. So we can look at starving them of data. Now, another thing that they want, data-wise, is your bank history. Why do they want their bank history? It's him again, you know. I'm going to throw him out. Only joking. So they're gonna, they want to know what you're eating, what you're drinking, where you're shopping, what time, how much you're spending. They want to know, you know, if you're going for a coffee at a coffee club at 3 o'clock every Friday, you know, all of this and these loyalty cards as well. Yeah, all of this is leading to also influence and change the banking system and the money, okay, the cash. So how do you reduce transactional data on your bank statements? Use it less, draw out cash. You'll have to make choices. No one's asking you to stop altogether. They're asking us just to reduce it, you know. Can you imagine if all the world did that and caught on? Oh my God, they'd lose 40% of the data. That's why they're building all these data housing, you know, to handle your data. They're going to look at everything. And before long, you'll have it, you know. Well, I've said already, you've got it in your living room, but then there'll be surveillance outside. Look, we can't do anything, okay? We can't do anything as yet. So while we're waiting for somebody else, you know, to go into Parliament and do the bloody job, or expose the whole system and bring it crashing down, which is unlikely given the fact that they're buying up land everywhere and they're now starting to, you know, create these data centres, which again have vibrations on you and waves. Waves can give you cancer. But we're not looking at that. We're looking at the positive. We've already mentioned this before. We've heard it before. We've watched it on YouTube, X, Facebook. You know, we're being overloaded with that kind of information. Even so that's the banking. Reduce social media, reduce your comments and everything, reduce your transactional data. Okay, so what about this food then? You know, everything's unhealthy. It's soaring out of control. And what you're buying in shop and everything, it's all data. Again, more transactional data. But it's also giving them the opportunity to feed you shite for very expensive, you know, I mean, I don't know, £10 for a burger. Oh, Jesus, you could buy chicken and spuds and veg and everything, couldn't you? So they're making food expensive. They're soon going to make it, like, well, what's the word when you haven't got no food on the shelves? Oh, hell. They're reducing your choices, okay, your personal choices, whilst also trying to make your will at the same time. So how would we, you know, how do we deal with that? That's easy. Refuse to shop at the major supermarkets. Refuse to give your money to these organisations who make billions offers. Not just the supermarkets, but the people who you know, are sourcing the meat, or the food, or, you know, where it's coming from. You don't know where a tin of processed peas have gone, do you? I mean, them warehouses are full of rats and all. Oh, and you've got some of the staff. And then the ingredients, you know, and these ingredients are sourced all over the world, you know. No one really gives a shit. It's the price they're bothered about, not much else. So what's an old... Oh. I don't know, you could fool them as well by shopping elsewhere, you know, smaller shops. And using cash, of course. I mean, cash is king right now, so, you know, use it. It's going, but use it. You know, people are, when you're at work all day and you've got the kids on a night and, you know, you've got very little time for yourself. It's hard to say about preparing food, and not everybody will do that. But in my estimation, I often do this anyway. I do something real big, and then I freeze, you know, freeze half of it or whatever it is, you know, I freeze it. Now I'm going to cover food in the creative section of the video. Right now, this is about reducing data. Go direct to a farm, smaller shops, markets. Oh yeah, markets. Whatever you can do. The less data you produce as an individual, the better for us all. Because if they haven't got the data, they're going to be bloody hungry, aren't they? And that's just a simple bloody change, you know, when you understand what's going on. It is just simple changes. We all spend far too much, you know, on social media, too much time, need to reduce it. Also, as well, if you're going out somewhere, I don't know, take your SIM out or something, you know, or leave it at home. I know, everybody says, but my bank's on there, my this is on there, my that's on there, my wallet's on there. You want to kill off that GPS, you know, so remove the SIM card. I think that's how you could do it. I don't know, I've not tried it myself. Maybe it's something, you know, we could look into, and you get back to me in the comments. Oh, sorry guys, I've been off my comments for about 48 hours. And all readings have been sent. So if you haven't received it, please let me know. It's the longest I'll ever leave it is 72 hours. But yeah, I've got problems with my phone again. It's the memory, so it keeps saying not enough storage, or yeah, it's just I've been struggling with it. Anyway, okay, so I mean, I could have used my laptop, but I want in the same place with it, so it couldn't work like that. I need to do it on my phone first. Anyway, yeah, so the less, just remember this, the less data you create everything. Your mobile phone records, your banking, where you shop, what you spend, your coffees, your sandwiches, you know, they want to know. They'll want to know if you're shopping on sites like Amazon, eBay, credit. How can we reduce the data on credit financially? Because that definitely leaves a footprint everywhere. So, well, we're not going to get away with that one, okay? We wouldn't. That is something that will stay, can't be messed with. But what you can do is reduce your credit as well. You know, reduce what you're taking on. Maybe save up a little bit for it. But by and by, they're always going to know that. They've always had it. It's that purpose. So we've got social media, banking, what else covers data? Photos, videos, pictures. Is that right? Absolutely, they can tell a lot with that. So this is like, you know, when you're putting your babies and your children on cuties, or you've been to a wedding, or you look good and you're going out and you're with so-and-so. Be careful of that, because we're going to get facial recognition. So if they want to find anybody, they just go through your photos. Oh, that's it. They're going through your photos. So someone reveals your information despite attempts to hide it. So what it's saying there is be careful, because when you're uploading something, whether it's a picture, a video, something you say, it's there. When you delete it, it's not deleted. They've got it. They're reading it straight away. It's AI, for Christ's sake, you know. It can do everything all at once. It's not one person it can scan. It's scanning millions every second of every second. So again, you don't have to stop, but just reduce, you know. If you're doing these things, and all you need to know is data gives the government power over us to enslave us, okay? Make our lives misery. But we have the power to reduce that data, and that's all it's about, reducing it. Okay, so emails and texts. If you only knew that, you know, people are reading your emails now. And they're a record of everything. How many times do you shop on Amazon and they send you their list to your email account with all the items and everything, or when you've paid something, or when you've done this, you know, all that is even more data. And you don't realise how much you're putting into a text, or mainly I would say emails, okay? A hell of a lot of data there. So again, I would seek to reduce it. Already, what we've learned today is that our lives are already under surveillance. And I mean, in cars, you've got your little black box, you've got, you know, surveillance cameras. So it's there. Outside, you've got facial recognition, you've got cameras everywhere, speed cameras. They say the speed, but you know, they can also catch anything else. So every bit of our life is already data. So what happens to the data infrastructure and the AI that can't learn much, you know, what would be the positive impact for us by reducing data? What they claim is not. So we'd all become aware of the government. So when they're saying, oh, we've got food shortages due to inflation, that shit, there's the delivery costs and the fuel. bollocks to that. Oh, ships can't get out of, you know, port or wherever. No deliveries. You know, these was all intentional. And we will see. What they claim is not interesting. So when the government's coming out and saying one thing, we will know what they're claiming is not. Because you'll soon, I think this is going to happen. I think people are going to cotton on here, you know. The government wants the data at all costs. That's why it wants to break you down. And by the way, as well, what I didn't mention was the bloody emails and love letters and all like that. Just be careful, you know. See it in person. All these tools and fantastic things, TVs, Echo Dots, mobile phones, they're all have been used, or maybe was even invented, you know, to spy on you. And do you know what? I think once it gets about on social media that people are reducing their data footing, and they've cottoned on to not giving the data. So I'm not asking you not to go on YouTube or this, that and the other. Nobody is. It's just reduce what we're doing. They've made social media addictive. I'm telling you, I've woke up a couple of times in the night, switched on my phone just to see if there's a headline out there. And then I've been watching it for 20 minutes and before you know it, there's no point going to bed. So I'm exactly, you know, what everybody's experiencing. This is why I stay off the comments, you know, as well sometimes, just for a while. It can impair my judgment, that's all. Will people start, you know, realising this and discussing it? Oh, call a doctor, illness. Illness, that's addictiveness. Do you mean addictive? Yeah, don't trust. That's how it was meant. It's meant for, you know, to influence your thoughts and your feelings and everything. And it does. You watching social media when something terrifying comes on, look at all that energy that it gives off. You end up anxious. You know, you've got it's not an overwhelming sense of panic, but there is there, you know, and then you switch it off because you think, I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that. They're overloading us with negative information as well. That's exactly where they want to keep you. Okay, so yeah, we are seeing, I'm sure some mother or something has sued social media for making it addictive. But rather than cure things, I think once we're aware of something, like me, I'll go, well, I'm aware now. I'm not letting them effers get away with it. You know, I'm not giving them what they want. And we are creative, okay? We are going for, I tell you, I'm watching everybody and I'm getting weird vibes, okay? Weird. Weird but good. Weird but good. Again, we'll cover that in creativity. Now, as well, you would be suppressed for talking about things like this, but you can't get away from the fact because people will say it in a different way. It's kind of an FU as well there, innit, to the elites. We know what you're doing. We know what you want. You're not going to get it. You'll get the bare basic minimum and that's it. Okay, what about health records and data? Okay, so I believe you can obtain a copy of your own health records and see what's on there, and if there's anything you don't agree with or don't like, I'm sure you have can request that this be removed. Again, maybe if a law don't happen now, it could be in the future, but if I know one thing about us guys, there's always a way. So basically I think what that's saying is, why don't you take a look at your records? And on those records is what the data, what information they will give. Is that right? To check out our own medical records. Make your own party. I get it. So with this one, you are going to need a political party or MP and stuff, and demand this. Demand it's private. Ask them for advice, and also ask them what they're doing. Tell them that that's your concern. I mean, nobody really wants to read their own GP records, especially if they've had mental health issues. You'd be scared to death of it. And it's all right saying to somebody, oh yeah, but you might feel better knowing what's what. No, you wouldn't. Don't even bother. Don't go there. It gives you nightmares. Okay, well, this kind of thing, topic and conversation, will it eventually filter through to others on social media? They'll bring it up, but they feel like there isn't a solution to be had. But the solution is just to reduce it. I think people are already looking into it, but it's probably not general YouTubers that are coming across it or interested in it at the moment. In fact, most of them won't even bloody understand it. They won't know what's going on. They ain't got the big picture. What's the universe advice to this? It's like they have to, they have to learn another level, and see it differently. It's taken me, oh my God, it's taken me years, in fact. And I've only just started receiving information about it, like, in the last few months, maybe, or last year, maybe. We need to educate people because they have no knowledge. So once one person does it, will another one take heed? Absolutely, okay? Absolutely. It's time to shine your light on things, you know. You have an amazing perspective on things. You're right where you need to be. So maybe, you know, subscribers might just want to point it out maybe sometimes, you know, in a comment, or ask a YouTube creator to look into this. And not just psychics, but, you know, other ones too. The more we ask somebody, the more they'll feel like doing it. There'll be right opinions, there'll be wrong opinions, there'll be that info, there'll be that information, there'll be contradictions, but it doesn't matter. As long as this data is showing how to reduce it and who wants it, that's the important thing that needs to be spread around. Okay, so what is the outcome for this data farming? Oh, I love it. I love it. See, it's all free and all. Communication issues, tension, something hampered. Yes, your data centres will be starving. We're going to cause problems. We're not going to get rid of the problem, okay? But we can slow it down. We can slow it down. We can create our own people. The way our own data and how we feel about it, okay? That is our true power. And it's not physical, is it? It's just doing things mentally a little at a time. This will become a popular thing. But don't wait for other people to act or catch on. I think we need to be, we need a whole discussions on this. Well, they didn't bank on us, you know, finding a way around it, did they? They didn't, they never considered that we would find our own minds again and work this out, and how to, you know, diffuse it or lower it. Yeah, they certainly didn't believe we would stop being selfish and, you know, focus more on not feeding it as much, you know. They think we ain't got a brain. They think, oh, we're hooked. That's why social media was there, to hook you. That's their luck, okay? Military operation. We don't need social media as much after all. But we have to reduce data in everything. It can't be just one particular thing, but certainly social media. And even when you think you're anonymous, no one is anonymous, okay? It'll say that, but that is data, and that data is stored somewhere. Outcome for the public, you know. These what are we? Data. I don't know. What will be the outcome for the public in this? Look at that. Look at that. Relationships improve. You know, we're tending to make it a little bit easier for the government to find different perspectives. But we don't depend on them. They'll try and win you. They'll try and win you over. You know, they will try. But I think this is like a new moving into a sense of, yeah, the world has got, with social media, it's become more dysfunctional, more bloody traumatic for people. And we will find that it helps very, very much. You don't have to see the boardroom and the meetings and what the guys are saying. You know, you just have to see it from your level. This is you. Take it back, okay? Don't give them any more of your data. Okay, guys, that's the data one. We're going to do the creativity. I can't wait. Okay, so I think that's part 2. And then I don't know, I think it will be 2 parts, okay? Saying that I could change my mind, so don't bank on it. Okay, guys, that's it from me. Bye now. Bye-bye.